Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Krishna Gopal. We are discussing the Kaggle 2021 Data Science Survey Analysis, which is an ongoing competition in the Kaggle. We covered a couple of the questions from this survey, and the last video we see about the line plot, how we draw the line plot and how we can visualize the popular languages and the popular integrated development environments. So in this video I'm going to cover this question number 8, that is what programming languages would you recommend as an aspiring data scientist to learn first. So there are the couple of the languages are there. Which languages you recommend first to the people? The answer is pretty we know the answer is Python, and let's see how we will do it in the Kaggle notebook. So this is the last slide of the last video. Like we have to be we plot the popular languages as the popular development environment. Now what languages you recommend, I'm going to put in the same axis in that, so it's easy. Okay, these are the popular languages, the people are studying, the men and the women are studying these languages, these development environment they are using, and what they are recommended, that is going to be the third subplot in this figure. So let's first we draw that visualization without this, and then we will merge to it. So how we going to do it? So dfq8 dot value counts we have to see first. Okay, so yeah, we already told like Python is the recommended language. So let's visualize it, how we going to do it. So for this let me define the first figure and the exercise. What is the figure and the exercise? We have the plt dot surplus, figure size is 24,10. Now we have to define the ax2 dot what you can see here, what you can give the bar h, and you can give the df q8 value counts dot index as well, because these are the indexes of this series. So if you see here and you put the index here, and again you put the values are here, and the color if you want to give, let me show you what we get first. Okay, so we get this curve, but I don't want to see this curve. I want to see in the ascending order, because the things like the increasing thing come first, then it's go. That makes sense and can easily understand compared to it. So let me what we're going to do, we're going to put the value counts ascending equal to true, ascendings equal to true, and now let's see what we get. Yeah, this is what I want to get from this column. But I want to see, we already are used to use the annotation, so why should not we put the percentages? That's make more sense compared to put the numbers, because I don't know what exactly the number. So what we're going to do, we can calculate the percentage. So with the help of the annotation we can put into it. So let's see how we will do it. So dfq8 value counts we already have. Why not we convert this to the data frame, that is the pd dot data frame, and let's see, I think it will work. Yeah, so this is the question 8 we get, and I just give it a new name, df, and what we can create the new okay, new column that is called the percentage. So we get the percentages, and we have to be plot into the visualization. So we are writing the so we have to be write the for loop which have the index comma value in enumerate df percentage, and with the annotation we can pass the axo.text also, which take the value, which take the index, then we take the string format of the value, and it's the color is black, font weight is bold, and the font size is that much. And let's say if you print it so you can see it, but we have to, where is wrong, it should be passed here, it's true and it's true. Yeah, so this is the thing we are discussing, and we have to be present. So 0.8%, that means 80% of the peoples are suggesting to learn first Python, then the R, SQL and C, if you put it is 0.2 in place of 1, you can see so 0.06% are telling to do R, 0.05 is again telling to do SQL, and that's all. Yeah, so again we have to be just do the necessary things to design it, and it comes in the good way, and then we put in the above curve, above plot, and it will look good. So for this what I did, I put the again the text, that is this text, Python is the most popular language, recommend to learn first, will come in the mid of this plot. I give the x ticks because I not want to see the x ticks down, so I give the blank. I put the y ticks as well, that's the index of the dfq8. Then y-ticks label is the same. I give the font size there. We use legend because we have to show the label, and we give the set title, that is a data scientist recommend languages. We give the font size, and we have the plt to show, because this exercise we did many times, even in the last 5 parts we are doing. So I just not wasting the time again writing the code. I just explain it. This is the and this is the curve we get. If you want to change the color, if you want to give the different color, you can pass the color, you know already. So what you're going to do, you copy this code, and if you put in this curve to the down, you can see that curve, you can see the down the curve, and let's see it if it work. Yeah, so somebody is seeing your visualization notebook, he can see, okay, the Python is the most popular language. Okay, so people are using the Jupyter notebooks, in the highest number of people are using the Jupyter notebook, as a man and woman as well. Even the woman is woman is using the Jupyter notebooks more, and same like but if you see the Julian Swift, all this curve become the shrink, because not too much people are using in the 2021. And what these people are recommend to data scientists to learn first, these people are recommend the Python, these people are recommend the R, then these people are recommend the SQL. Yeah, so that's the exercise I want to show you. So you can say this is the 3 connected questions which I feel, according to me, these are the connected questions. So I visualize in this way. What you can do, you try to find what are the dots between the different kind of a question. You have to be put in the different axes, you have to be create the good visualization. That's the goal of this competition, and I hope you learned something from this video. But this video I have the same repeated steps. What is the difference is that how we calculate the percentage, and in place of the annotation I use a text, and I put the Python is the most popular language, recommended to learn first also in that curve. So these are the 3 things I think to learn from this video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe this video, and we'll meet you soon in the next video, and we'll catch more questions from that PDF, and try to do in the more good way and more analysis. And let's see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.